It's never solely about the content or the social media or the shouting about your work or the getting yourself in the room. It's the stories behind that. And so those stories of like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want so and so from school to see this because I'm ashamed of X, Y, and Z. They're the things that you truly need to address in order for you to be comfortable with being visible. Or maybe it's the stories of like your mum or whoever, not your mum specifically, a mum or whoever telling you that, it's not ladylike
Showing
to
off
shout
and
about, showing off or whatever. Like those are the things that are standing in the way of you having what it is that you want. And this is something I talk a lot about in my work. So many of us are tuned out from what it is we truly want because we have been taught to feel guilty or embarrassed or ashamed about that too. Like, don't be too ambitious. You have to work really hard to get something like that. Or, oh, women who want X, Y, and Z are just vain, superficial, like there's so much of that in there.
yeah. And wealth is vulgar.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reality is we don't pick what we desire. Like we don't
Yeah.
choose the thing we desire. It's there inside us. And unless you do the work around that, like your ambition in your business is probably not at like 100%. And so what you're building with your business is kind of built on those stories about what you are allowed to want, what your strengths are allowed to be, and the degree at which you're allowed to be visible. And I think it is in doing that work that feels confrontational in terms of supporting your business, that allows you to unlock the potential of it. And then you can go, well, actually, yeah, do you know what? I've got some shitty stories about making money and sales. I'm going to go and work with someone on my sales, or I'm crap at technology and I want to be good at technology. I'm going to go and work with somebody who's going to teach me about these systems and processes. But unless you're prepared to face those stories of like who you are and what you're capable of, so much of your potential gets lost.
Yeah. And I think that message in itself will land with a lot of women and also make a lot of women, including myself, feel uncomfortable because it's true. It's what is deemed acceptable to reach for. You don't want to alienate anybody in your kind of social circle by declaring an ambition that's too grand.
Particularly as a mother, because we're taught like, there's your gift, you've got that, congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah. And so many
Yeah.
people are filled with like that gratitude for, I've got an incredible life. I'm so lucky. Why should I want more?
Yeah. And it's obnoxious to want more, right? You have your beautiful children, everyone's healthy. And these messages, we receive them at every stage. We receive them when we go into labor and we have our child. We could have a harrowing experience having our children. But as long as baby's okay, that's all that matters. And all of these messages at every stage are keeping us small. And to the degree that actually then we keep ourselves small because we don't want to say, well, yeah, I've got my kids, but I want more. Yeah, I've got this nice house, but I want this. I want that. I want to go on 3 holidays a year. I want to have this car. I want to make this impact. I want to be able to donate to this charity. I don't want to be in debt anymore. And the whole thing about not talking about money as well. How are we supposed to address our money mindsets when we've been told not to talk about it?